Coach, was whether it was at a meeting or practice, was there any kind of team-wide acknowledgement of the national ranking, or is that something you've been trying to downplay from the get-go this week?
We talked about it for maybe 5 seconds, maybe, basically was I said, they've earned the right to be acknowledged for what they've done, but it means nothing Saturday. You have to keep proving it. We have to keep doing it week after week after week, and it's what got us here, our work ethic and believing in Colorado football, and so they have to keep doing that exact same thing. But I think it's nice for those young men, as hard as they work, to be acknowledged for something, but it's just a blip right now.
Coach, what will be the determining factor this week in you choosing a quarterback?
We're going to just play it out through the week and then see how healthy Cepho is. It'll be really a game-time decision again on how we do it all.
Coach, just to clarify on Cepho, if he's 100% healthy, he's your guy?
If we'll see. It all depends on his health. And if he's ready to go, we'll be ready to play him.
Coach, Cepho did say today that he felt that his ankle was 100%. From what you've seen so far this week, would you agree with that? No.
He's the toughest sucker in the building, He's going to say that no matter what. He said that 2 weeks ago. The trainers evaluate it. We'll evaluate it. He'll evaluate it, and we'll make sure. I don't want to put him out there if he's not fully ready to go. He's always had excellent athletic ability and done a lot of excellent things. He's just gotten better at his trade is the best way to explain it. He's more focused. I'm not saying he wasn't focused before. He's just more focused. I just think like our whole team, he's just matured like our whole football team. He has excellent athletic ability. I think his best attribute, of course, besides his length, is his great ball skills. He really has great depth perception on judging a football and has phenomenal hands. So when he's around the guy, it's a 50-50 ball if it's going to be ours or theirs, or he has such length he can get it away. So he's an excellent cover guy. Yeah, Juju is a heck of a player. He's big, he's powerful. He had a heck of a game last week. He's going to make some plays. We just can't give him up too many big plays. We've got to be able to handle that and understand that they're going to make some plays because they got good football players, and so do we. But we can't let him just run wild on us. Well, we knew he had the ability. We've seen him do it in the spring and in fall camp. He was able to play a little bit in a few games. The Michigan game when he got thrown in there in that situation, Cepho had been playing so well, and then we got behind, and their D-line kind of feasted on us a little bit. That was a tough situation to put him in. I knew he would play well against Oregon. Did I know he would do that well? I wouldn't say I knew he'd do that well, but I knew our team would rally behind him. Our receivers made some phenomenal plays to help him. I was really pleased with what Steven does. I think Steven's a heck of a quarterback. I feel like that we can definitely win with Steven playing for us at quarterback against anybody we play. Clancy Pendergrass is an excellent defensive coordinator. I know Clancy pretty well. Last week he did a lot of blitzing, brought a lot of safety blitzes. Kind of reminded me of the days at Dallas Cowboys with Mike Zimmer because he worked for Mike Zimmer, and so did I. That's kind of how we know each other. And he was bringing safety blitzes from the boundary a tremendous amount, which is a Zimmer trademark. They did that. That's the first time they've done that much. And I expect us to see some of those types of blitzes in this game. We have a little bit different offense than what Arizona State does, so that it dictates kind of what you do with their schemes a little bit. So we'll see, but he'll definitely have some arsenal up his sleeve and some things to do. And he's a heck of a defense coordinator, and he's got some really good players to utilize in his defense. Number 2, Adoree Jackson. That's who concerns me. He does it. They do a good job blocking, but in one game he let the ball hit a couple of times, and all of a sudden he let the ball hit, and he just baited the team and then caught it, made a guy miss, and then made 3 more guys miss and went to the house. He's a phenomenal athlete. He's fearless back there as a punt returner. We've got to cover well and punt it well. So we're definitely working on stopping. He also returns kickoffs. He does a good job with that. So we've got to know where number 2 is and go get him.
Coach, you've got a ton of California guys on your roster. I know this game means a lot to them, but what do you do to maybe just hone them in on their focus and let them know that this is
yeah, we've talked about it already. We talked about it Monday, first thing in our meeting. A lot of guys are going home, a lot of family, a lot of things. I want them to get all their tickets, all that stuff out of the way early this week and be honed in to go for a business trip to go, win a football game. That's what our goal is. And I said after the game, after we win, we can spend a lot more time with them. It's an early kickoff, thank goodness, so we can hang around a little bit longer and let them see their families. But the whole key is to go down there and win the football game. Just like USC, they're preparing for us to come in there and beat us. So it's a business trip, and our guys will be ready for that. We do have a lot of California kids on our team, and we always will, especially playing in the Pac-12.